3 sets of Kev. 1 P2 Fitty. And Chrissy looking to take his spawn. Hikari, 1 banger to get him out, but there is no mid members. MOUZ playing from CT for Toby's and the 4-man stack on B. So with that and the extra info, Hikari actually ends up saving the flash. No noise made at mid. And EXILIUM sending Belly on the entry pathing, jumping around like a madman. Molly towards the back of Donut. And starting to show where they may be trying to go. CT smoke doesn't quite hit, unless that's intentional. It could be to try and stop the flood towards the back of default. I don't know if I like it, but I haven't seen it in action, and I also don't know if it actually was intentional. 6 Latvians in 1 game. True. Latvians on top, apparently. But they got to win first. Low skill. Okay. Ooh, big shot. Rich. Lurking up a storm and ready for the next man. I said watch this gamer. Had a huge performance for himself over on Inferno, and he's not going to do it again. Vladik just spinning around with 7 bullets in the clip, continuing to look for more picks and gets it done. This man's a machine sometimes. Hisense Gaming, big shots, and a lovely round out of EXILIUM. Vladik and Rich just fully teaming up to tear through MOUZ NXT. Well, let's see if they can convert the second. MOUZ NXT, staying respectful, not going for the force buy here. Insta mid smoke, and EXILIUM will be looking to go heavy towards mid, as well as a main. But there's 2 CTs here. Happy to play the game. How's the timing? Vladik ready for the swing, but they've only seen the 1 man so far. Wrap on the backside, and it wasn't even necessary. Vladik gets the job done. And with that, everything seems sorted. Hikari has lost a weapon over towards elbow, and that will be retrieved. Only the Mac 10 though. Deep donut smoke with a little gap to play around, but the CTs, they are lurking on the flank side. Let's see how the coverage is. Vladik low in this position, but it's such a strong position to hold A main from. CT's looking to lock him in. And, oh, we'll be allowed to cross. With that info, he is out of there. You got to run on 16 points of health. Create that space. Get to the safety of like deep CT or even over towards B. Just whatever you do, do not allow the AK to go into the hands of someone else. Yeah, he's got to keep on going. Lead the AK behind and gets stoned in the meanwhile. All 3 CTs fall at once. A funny affair, but the AK will be picked up by Belly. And EXILIUM will stack on the second. MOUZ. Gun time. Thamus and an MP9 just to warrant some extra utility on the board. Joey's gifted his smoke across as well. Just to make sure everyone's got the util they need. Ramp Molly goes down well, and it's a brawl for mid-control. Joey runs out of bullets there. Unfortunately, the MP9, it shoots so fast, but if you're blind, you can waste those real damn quick. Everything's slowing down now. After the mid-brawl doesn't go the way that MOUZ was hoping. Hikari can pivot off this contact. And it might even be Chrissy to take it here from the bottom of mid. But it's all about the timing. And MOUZ are being very patient on the crossfire here at Cheetah. Smoke to break the cross. But do they expect the close man? Surely hearing the footsteps. I don't know who's making them. In comes the banger. In comes the nade. And Rich is donezo. Lovely nade. And lovely teamwork just to find themselves an upgrade. And with that, things getting a bit more confusing for EXILIUM. 40 seconds. And they want Hikari to play, but by the time he finds any information, it may be too late. Double donut. Oh, and this is looking good for AOK to go back, but Hikari wins that fight. Now it's all up to Satsu to hold. He hears the fadeaway towards elbow. and now knows that it's probably just the A main area he has to be worried about. Slow creep, stops at the right moment, only finds the first man, but the bomb will make its way to site. Open plant. Toby's too far to stop it. And a 1v2, not unachievable. Both the EXILIUM members are tagged up, but with 2 HEs, 1 banger, and a Molotov to play with, this is going to be difficult. No kit either. That's 10 seconds. You got to crank through here. Won't tap it. Won't give up his position. But he will find himself a Molotov. At this point, though, it was too little too late. And that time has ticked too far away. Save for everyone. T's leaving. That could have been a little funky with that molly, if that was thrown and the bomb had been tapped at some point. But alas, EXILIUM keeping it clean, 3-0. Joey gifted the M4. And they will shuffle everything around and get themselves another buy again. It's low, it's light on the util, but it's heavy on the mid control. 3 members joining the fray. But the T's aren't here. They are speeding things up towards B, and it's just Satsu with a Famas to try and hold, although the crossfire might just work. Toby's, however, can't shoot from default, and that's going to be the B site taken. Man advantage found, make it a double, with the lane player falling as well as long. And the flood the rotations. They were so quick, they were so fast from MOUZ, but they got shut down instantly, and EXILIUM are currently feeling it. The change of pace, it is beautiful. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful start to the T side for EXILIUM. And all the Latvians, I'm sure, are getting excited. Okay, mid-control. Seems to be what EXILIUM are looking for. Red smoke's there. Only Joey to play with. But Zelex has a flash at the ready. And we'll send Joey out. Lovely timing on it. It's actually Toby's. So flash is coming from multiple positions. Oh, danger. And Hikari, a bit of friendly fire in the mix, but he has cracked open the B site completely. Molly to try and hold, but the CTs have beaten it, and it's going to be a 2-man swing. Flashes, not effective this time, but it was enough to send the confidence into the veins of MOUZ. With that, though, back to the 2v2, and things get complicated again. Where's Belly going to put himself? What information can he find? Zelex, head on a swivel now. Not too worried about B, but will keep his eyes towards red. Unfortunately, won't win that fight, but Joey's in the right position. Spotted, dealt with Vladik. Sharp as nails and showing his worth here in this playoff series. 8-2, just 5 rounds in. Big work, including in that pistol round. But there's more work to be done. And there's more rounds to claim here for both sides. MOUZ need to get it going. Okay, cut out Molly. Lined up in EXILIUM. They want to go for the pop, but surely not expecting Zelex in this position. Tucked so close towards elbow. Chrissy in the meanwhile, lovely opening towards that B site. Just spotting Satsu's head on the headshot angle at long. Ooh. Toby's playing a dangerous game, but showing that he doesn't want to back down. Oh, bit of noise made. I think Joey made a footstep. That wasn't intentional. You can see MOUZ playing the high-low. Smoking off double doors and hoping that this is the setup that they want. Vladik with the double bangers coming in from T-spawn. Oh, and the CTs. Yeah, they're in great positions, but unfortunately not to dodge those flashes. T's crossed, I's dotted. And this is looking damn good. With 2 more picks, they still send it towards A. And that's where AOK is currently holding. Gets that collateral instantly, but not another. Oh, my Lord. That could have been 4 kills in 2 shots if the stars aligned anymore. And those HEs are brutal on him. Chunks him down. But it's Chrissy to get the job done. And things could have turned around. But they don't. EXILIUM. Well played round. And now MOUZ looking like a fish out of water. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? Like, if you start the CT side and things just don't go right, financially you can get yourself in a pickle like we're currently seeing. And then even just strategically, sometimes you just can't stop a B rush. You know, sometimes there's just nothing you can do. 1-4 split this time. MOUZ heavy towards the B site, just with a couple of upgraded pistols. Flash in. AOK, no info gained. But he will hang around here. Little head spotted. Oh! Someone was flashing Rich in, but now on 29 points of health. Do you want to go for it? Drops the HE instead. And in the meanwhile, aggression. Getting put pressure straight through red. Lovely flick out of Chrissy. Punishes the miss from Zelex. And just like that, MOUZ. But looked like they could have been in a great position. Turned sour real quick. 2-2 split towards the B site. But with this cave control, will they clear AOK? How thorough are EXILIUM? And does Hikari play native? That's the big question here. AOK, nerves of steel to be sitting in the vent cutout. But it may pay off. Toby's can jiggle. Spot that no one's there. And Joey, oh, head hunting. The Deagle looking deadly and needs a little bit more damage. But Rich is ready, going for the pre-fires. There it is, Joey. Makes it work for yet another, but Chrissy stops him from getting away alive. And oh my Lord, so many of these rounds getting close for all the wrong reasons. But EXILIUM, they managed to wade through yet another risky round. 7-0. The economy, it's still in an okay way. Only Hikari has to worry, but he's got Chrissy to drop for him. And MOUZ, they are back on the guns again and changing pace towards A. This time, however, I'm seeing 2 CTs this direction. Fast CT smoke, fast donut smoke, and Zelek needs to quickly get that M4 in hand, but the molly has denied him a chance at fighting. With him falling though, AOK tries to activate and Joey finds one through the smoke, so there is a man advantage. And I'm sure MOUZ don't want to be throwing this one away, so what do you do to lock the hell in and make sure this is your first round on the board? Because you desperately need to start getting these CT rounds. Bomb on the ground in the open. 3 flashes for MOUZ to set each other up. But the donut smoke shows the CTs. But EXILIUM are still here and waiting. Good timing on the flash, good timing on the swing. And Joey fighting from a solid position. I think he knows Vladik's position as well. Beautifully played from him. A huge quad to put the first on the board for MOUZ. Finally breaking the streak. And showing that there is a chance. And all it took was EXILIUM going back towards that A site. Great read from the CTs to have a bolstered defense there. But off the back of that, we got a technical. What's going on here? Zelex is out of it. Maybe lagging. Maybe had a bug. Maybe just the Alt-Tab bug. Love that one. Get it all the time. Well, surely he'll be back in time. How's everyone's pick'ems looking? Did we all get the 3 O's? Did everyone follow Mac's formula? Or are they in shambles after today's game so far? I could be getting a 0-3 as well. Come on. Come on, baby. Woo! Wouldn't it be nice? We are back. Zelix is in. We are almost live. I don't know if you guys are live. We are not quite live, but the game is live. We'll be back in momentarily for sure. Okay? Seems like we will be back in and on that game in just a moment. Unfortunate classic CS2 things, of course, but we'll be back. But yeah, while we're chilling, how are all your pick'ems looking? Did you do your pick'ems? Did you forget to do your pick'ems? What's the answer? What's it look like? What did I eat today? So far, I haven't had one of my meals. I'll get these like calorie controlled meals that are under 500 calories each with good macros. But I haven't had one yet. I was going to, oh no, that's right. No, look at me acting healthy. Now I bought 2 wraps off Walt, which is like, you know, your food delivery apps. And they were bloody good. You know, I didn't go to the gym today. I was having a day off. Just because, you know, it's just one of those days. I was like, you know what, I'll have a little cheat day. Have a little bit of food I wouldn't usually get. Have myself 2 wraps, nice chicken wraps. So there's still good protein in them at least, but they will be high calorie. For a little refeed. And that's what I've eaten. I ate that and my, like every day for breakfast, or at least I wouldn't call it breakfast. I'd call it my first meal, depending on when I have it. Is this like protein shake I have. It always has a banana, mixed berries. What else is in there? I've been putting like frozen spinach cubes in there, as well as, you know, 2 scoops of protein, sometimes creatine, depending on the day or the time of day. Like if I've already gone to the gym, I usually put creatine in my pre-workout shake, but that's that. And what else? Sometimes yogurt, but I'm off dairy at the moment, so there's no yogurt in there. But damn, Greek yogurt can be good. Can be good. Bolts, it's okay. It's all right. We're all going through this one together. It does seem like we are just about to jump back in though. And I'll even update you in Twitch chat so you know how long it's going to be. So you got that 2-minute break. You can leave. You can get yourself your dinner and then come back for the game. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. All right. We are live. Real live. For real live. Okay. 2 to 7. I believe that... Okay, we missed one round. MOUZ won another round. But there you go. It was, a close one-on-one ninja defuse, or some kind of retake defuse. Congratulations on whoever that was. Let's look at the money. It was probably Satsu, because he's got $2,700. Okay. Mid-control not going to be taken, and EXILIUM will be heavy towards the B site. Hikari dangerously solo at lane, but he at least has the info that he's needed. Or that EXILIUM need, rather. Double up at long. Zelek's going to be hiding in the corner. Love to see it. But will it be effective? Good timing on the block, as well as that util Exi. Molly's going everywhere, but it's the perfect Molly to force them all out. Zelix into the open, goes down real quick, and Toby's... what's going on if he didn't jump? He hit the knife. That's so unfortunate. Oh, absolute chaos, absolute mayhem, and the long swing comes in just in time. Tech 9 tearing right through MOUZ NXT. Toby's on the reload. The other man dinked instantly. And AOK just wants to save the AWP to the next because there's not a lot of money in the back pocket. Oh, my Lord. EXILIUM. 8 rounds secured. What a bloody pump. Oh, my Lord. Asuno, 100%. Banana supremacy. Great potassium. Great nutritional value. Quite high calorie, but that's all right. We'll take it. You know, you got to eat some carbohydrates somewhere. Free pick for AOK. Any util on that body? No, maybe. Who knows? Not going to risk it. Just wants the AWP into the next. And into the 11th we go. EXILIUM. A chance to get double digits in the first half. That would be astounding. It did look like they've played a whole bunch of Ancient over the last couple of seasons in ESEA. And it looks that way. They are bloody pumping right now. Okay, 5v5. No one fallen early. Awkward battle at Cheetah between Tombies and Rich, but both give it up. EXILIUM full lane control. Poking their head out at mid. With Joey tucked in red in an odd position. Lovely flash across the top to activate him. But he's still going to be stuck there. For those of you that don't know where that flash is coming from, there is a nice little gap between the B site and CT that you can flash across mid, flash across the top of Red Room. And as you can see, it has been effective multiple times. MOUZ have used it to get man advantages a few times now. Unfortunately, the problem was they had a man advantage, but Zelix went hunting for gold and unfortunately found nothing but oil. Or well, no, maybe not. Hard rocks. Let's go with that one. Better analogy. Oil would still make him rich, theoretically, you know. I myself, I'm not a resource guy. I'm a bit of a bot. But what kind of bot? You know, that's the big question. I'll leave that for you to decide. Might be seeing a boost up here. Or just the pump through the smoke, trying to cheat them on the rotations. Lovely entry. Belly doing God's work and gets that double. That's going to be the round. Surely MOUZ NXT don't go for it in the 2v4. Or at least Joey's going to be having a sniff here. Can isolate the first fight, but down to 40 HP. Doesn't want to keep on fighting, but he might just have to. HE chunks him to 17. And he's going to get right out of dodge. Toby's hoping that he could find an upgrade, but I don't think he will. And EXILIUM will be ecstatic with 9 T rounds on Ancient. Remember, back to the knife. MOUZ won it. It was a 1v1. Toby's hit that right click perfectly. I think it was him and Chrissy G, if memory serves me correctly. And they chose to start the CT side. And at the moment, I think we're all questioning why. What the hell's going on? Insta elbow. MOUZ looking like they will contest mid this time. A couple of bangers brought in from AOK and EXILIUM. Oh, they wanted to contest it. Looks like Belly's edging. And will be able to get himself that mid control, but in comes the bangers going everywhere. Unfortunate team flash. I think that deep one was supposed to go further behind the bottom mid box. But coordination. An unfortunate factor for the boys. Joey this time. The flash is effective, but he's still going to be stuck in the corner of red. And Belly's only got that flash to play with, so no one bringing a molly in just yet. And angles-wise, Belly should have had that one, but Joey hit him with the peek. And you all know about that peeker's advantage. Vladik has the perfect timing. He's spotted these shadows. Does he go for the picks? He's looking for the info. Can he find both? Oh, sees them, lets them past. Knows that he'll drop the bag. Or there was a huge chance that he could. And now the bomb is isolated at B main, if you can see that on your map. That's where things get a little bit awkward. Hikari knew that the elbow pump was coming, but the bomb still needs to make its way to A somehow, or they go for the B flank. It's all on Vladik. It's all on the other boys surviving, but it's so hard when MOUZ have so much info, theoretically. Okay, now the bag has been sprung. They're like, what the hell is going on? Why the hell are we dying from behind? Who is Vladik? Why is he here? What is this Latvian guy doing in our backyard? We didn't invite him over. And now it's all up to Chrissy with 14 seconds to win this over towards the B site. They knew he was here, and he's only got that Tech 9 to play with, but the crossfire's too strong, and MOUZ find themselves a third, finally, at the end of regulation. Well, the end of first half, rather. My lord, some of these rounds are getting way too close for comfort. MOUZ on the pistol. 5v3 towards the B site if they hit the accelerator. Hard crossfire for EXILIUM, looking to lock in the cave control. Oh, but a nasty one from Zelix. Hikari out of the equation, and I think that might be a better util they can grab. Don't want to overstep, though. And MOUZ realise they want to play for this long control. Smoke from Belly too long to make things awkward. Try and deny the swing, but it is going to be a friendly fire. Vladik, too sharp, too dangerous. Takes Belly out and then leaves himself solo to die to AOK. It's not looking good now. EXILIUM, both remaining CT members, they locked down that cave control, but the rotators just got demolished. Things getting awkward. And the Julies looked like they could have been good, but now Chrissy running for dear life and hoping that he can do a bit of damage to these T's. Boom! Strength in numbers. And they'll make their way to safety. No one dying to the bomb. Beautifully done. They'll upgrade anyway. It didn't really matter. But MOUZ are back in the game. One pistol can close that round gap if they keep it clean. Into the second, though. Two flashes. EXILIUM looking to make a little trap play towards the A site. Okay, Hikari with the flashes. Not in the most optimal position, but the MAC-10 has been sent in for information, and information has been gained. Many members here. Guys, don't walk in. It's a trap. And the B site has been taken, or at least smoked off. Zelex, tucked in an awkward spot. Now, he's got no help. Awkwardly, he'll fall to the MAC-10 as well, so it's extra dollary dues for Big Belly. 3v3, Big HE. And Belly gets chunked down. Looking like he's asking for a flash or something from Hikari. Deep HE and tosses the MAC-10 across. Jumping won't be good enough this time. Joey, lovely little flick for the spray transfer. And there goes all of EXILIUM. MOUZ with the fifth. And minimal casualties taken. So not a lot of reinvestment needed. EXILIUM, though. Okay, we got 3 M4s in the mix. Good chunky utility. I'm not seeing any kits, though. So it should be save time if MOUZ take a sight too quickly. We shall see. But mid control is there. Chrissy going to be run boosted over towards Heaven, who might be able to find Joey quickly. EXILIUM! I think he saw him, but he was too focused on the mid fight. Kind of half blind as well, makes things a little awkward. And Joey has been dumpstered. Lovely little spray through the wall. Hikari gets it done from sight instead. And the storm has been weathered, although there goes the only A member. Belly, the closest individual, thinks he's stuck at red, and Chrissy as well, full flashed off as he goes deep into CT. So still a chance for MOUZ here, even with a man down. Shooting, holding, Satsu with the molly, trying to force the CTs to fight here, but they know that Chrissy was deep towards Temple. And he's flicked around, isolated fight, Satsu so low, but in comes the flood. And things go wrong real quick. MOUZ, 2 players all caught in CT, thinking it was going to be a retake from Donut instead. But sometimes the best thing to do is shut that brain off, not think too hard. And just keep yourself shooting instead. There you go, 10 on the board. Beautiful round out of the CTs. 3 more needed to eliminate MOUZ NXT from ESEA League Season 53 main playoffs here in Europe. Or Europe for all the normal people. No one says Europe, right? It does have the word rope in it. I just want everyone to realise that. So as an Australian, I can heavily botch that name. Aggression. Vladik straight through cave, and MOUZ had no idea that aggression was coming. Ooh, Chrissy going to be tested. Full pre-fire. I think he spotted that shadow before going for the full commit. But it might have cost him his life and a little bit more. T-Page here doesn't hit the mark, but the bullets certainly do an A-OK. We'll take Satsu out of the equation as well. So it looked good, but things still precarious here for MOUZ. Footsteps getting heard over towards Temple side. A-OK. In a rough position there at default. Zelex unfortunately allows the drop to Broke. He spots both. But things getting even more awkward. Fortunately, A-OK managed to deal with the CT play, but they don't have a read on Toby's position. Molly forces him out. And with the bomb plant where it is, it's going to be difficult for Toby's to lock it in, but the time is a factor. Rich, he was sticking it, gets back on it in time. Oh, by a whole second. Well played from Rich. Taps it, spooks him, forces Toby's out. And that's what happens when the bomb ain't planted for you. Things get awkward, you second guess yourself, and you might even get eliminated out of the bloody playoffs, mate. Oh my lord. Miscommunication, overplaying, overthinking. And look, MOUZ, they had a stellar nuke on them. It just feels like, you know, the start of Inferno went a little too wrong, and then the start of Ancient, same thing. So MOUZ NXT, unfortunately, slow starting a little too much this series, but job's not done. Belly looking for the fight towards lane. There's going to be a boost across the top, but Vladik spotting it and dealing with it. Nade going out as well. A little chip damage, but with Belly falling, MOUZ still definitely in with the shot. 3-1 split. Vladik solo at Donut. And EXILIUM looking to go for a 3-man push down ramp. Did Joey see that? I think he caught a slither. Wants to swing on the contact. Lovely little setup. MOUZ with the trap play. Not expecting the 3rd man, but they will get him with the Glock. Vladik, 1v3, 4 angle even. Barely, I didn't see Joey was alive. Him and Toby's single digits. And Joey gets the job done eventually. Vladik out of the equation. And MOUZ with a healthy round. 4 alive. Beautiful for the economy. Starts to pump up the numbers for them. EXILIUM, you cannot say the same, but they are going to go for the force anyway. Armor pistol. Looks like Belly was down to double. So they kind of had to go for the force, and this could be MOUZ's way back into the game. I don't think it'll be easy, though. EXILIUM are shooting. And I don't know if Chrissy's going to find himself the action with that Mag 7. But is Toby's going to clear the boost? No. He does. He reacts. And that's more than enough. Util dumped. 4 members of MOUZ still hanging around A main, but worried about their flank there. I'm just hoping that they're gifted any extra information. Joey, in the meanwhile, still lurking on the B wing. And we'll have a little hunt for information. He's seen one. Rich spotted. Vladik, though, looking to stop the cross towards the A site and won't be successful. This is looking pretty good. Chrissy taking Joey out. That's an upgrade. You're saving that for sure. Man disadvantage. Just keep the armor going. You know, you got a swag 7 on Rich. You got a, what, 5-7 as well in the back pocket for Chrissy, I think. Or you do on Rich. Either way, enough to drop across something. Chrissy, look, he can save and get that AWP going eventually, or he can maybe just give a secondary to someone else. But that AK's been lost. That is not what you want to see. Akari could maybe get his mitts on it. Rich, though, looking to dominate elbow control and make sure that his teammate survives, but on 41 points of health, you kind of got to create space from you and the bomb or you're going to go down. And he'll fall before it. As will everyone. Nothing saved. Detrimental to EXILIUM. Not the position you want to find yourself in at all. 4 rounds the gap now. And MOUZ slowly but surely dredging their way back in. One, 2-2 split for MOUZ. Very passive approach, expecting an aggressive one from EXILIUM. And they'd be right. It's the same setup that didn't get played by EXILIUM before. Hikari looking to activate with some set flashes from Newbox. Oh.
Lied on the right guy. He did an incredible job.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Shout out Valve. Watching the wrong broadcast. Hey, look, it happens. Okay? Just one of those things. We're getting back in, guys. It's all good. All good in the hood. I'm wondering if we missed anything. We didn't quite. Hikari died. There you go. Joey about to find out the B site is open for the taking, but Toby's... Oh, 2 big kills. Hey, cheap. Spot and Rich, who wins 1. And with Toby's low, maybe a chance to do some more damage. Toby's just going to play ring around the rosy. Backed himself with the Glock. Doesn't want to go for the reload. He's hits him with the F1 peak. Ain't no stopping that drift. And MOUZ will convert an 8th. Round by round, it keeps on going. The MOUZ machine. But this is reminding me. It's giving me Inferno. And we all know what happened on Inferno. It ended up being that fake comeback. So MOUZ really, truly getting tested today. Joey disrespecting the util. Getting straight out at mid. Incendiaries just ain't the same as they used to be, huh? MOUZ with the triple A main set up. And a 4th to come behind. Belly just waiting for that swing. On a slight off position. Jiggling around. Doesn't want to show his hand quite yet. But that molly at least clearing out the new box angle. Joey in the meanwhile. Silently dropping down heaven. And we'll set up for the split. But smoke fades at Donut. Favoring Joey this time. And Belly's going to be seen as well. What do you do? Looking at the economy, looking at the guns, and looking at just how blocked out of A you are. EXILIUM may even think about saving if they don't get a pick shortly. Deep donut smoke should fade in about 10 seconds. And if Hikari activates effectively, then the 3v4 could turn on a dime, and it ain't going to happen. Joey, nice little off angle there. In the donut choke, and the T's say no exits today, boys. Big flash in. Not taking the opportunity, but Chrissy fights for his right to hold onto the AWP, and everybody dies. Boom. Goes EXILIUM. Economy in the bin again. Couple of upgraded pistols is all you're going to see, and MOUZ are one round away from double digits themselves. How long can they keep it up? How long can they keep it going? Big entries as the pistols are but a mere speed bump on the road towards that A site. Big pick from Joey, who is happy just to continue lurking over towards B main. And this is just going to be a bit of a flop of a round for EXILIUM. Rich, mate, what you got? Oh, hold up. He's got one. Rough situation for him to be in, all things considered. And Hikari, you can say the same. Short side cheater. P250. Unfortunate, mate. Unfortunate. Had the timing, but didn't have the headshot he needed. And that is going to be 11-10. MOUZ one away from tying things up here. But the guns are back on. EXILIUM. One chance here. And depending on if a save ends up happening, maybe another. But who knows after that? Lane control for MOUZ this time. And EXILIUM going a bit heavier towards A. Leaving just two towards the B site. Rich and Hikari looking to do God's work. Nice little donut smoke coming out from elbow again. And it looks like we might see MOUZ posture more for some red control. Joey tagged up. We'll see how MOUZ opts to play for this. Ooh, A-OK. Spot's Rich, but missed opening opportunity. And that smoke blooms well enough to deny any vision from A-OK. Who's just shooting blanks. Toby's, though, you can't say the same. Hikari hitting the ground, and Mazilek's another. Well, they have good info on all the CTs here. They know Rich was over towards long. Belly taken out of the equation. And with Rich taking names, oh, there was a chance. There was a chance he found those boys. Joey and Satsu tagged up. But MOUZ, NXT are doing it round after round. And 11 will be found. Can Vladik save the AWP? The Latvians were so far in the lead, but it feels like both teams feeling a bit flaccid on the CT side today. It is rough out here. Chipping away at the MOUZ economy, but it's all about trying to save the AWP. Oh, that HE looked perfect. Unfortunate for Vladik. There will be no big stick coming through into the 23rd. EXILIUM. Great timing for a tactical, I say. You need to figure things out right now because it is way too late for this. MOUZ have had a taste and they want the whole damn thing. Faster towards the B site now. MOUZ gaining some B site control, but EXILIUM punishing the lurk towards elbow. Aggression through A main has found them an advantage finally. But it's not much of an advantage when they have no thing to really retake with. I guess they got to smoke for a full 10-second up, or at least they can try and go fast. Chrissy dodging too much damage from that HE. A-OK off the line at the wrong moment, and the flick ain't good. MP9 looking to get the job done, and the T's starting to thin. Joey sending it back with a higher caliber bullet. But the CT's still trying to work this one out. One long, one near default, one cave. Do they know it all? Do they know anything? And the CT's fallen like flies. MOUZ have done it. They've found the lead. And it feels so crazy to say that after what the score was at the half. But they are back. And they are cooking. EXILIUM will have one more chance to take it to OT, or their lives are done here in the EU main playoffs for ESEA League Season 53. What a bloody game. Incredible comeback out of them. MOUZ NXT with the never back down mentality. But what is the call? EXILIUM buying up everything they can. Going for a 1-2-2 split. And MOUZ slowing things down. Joey again lurking at B, making some noise. Cave smoke there to try and incentivize even EXILIUM to put extra priority over towards heaven. And I don't hate the double donut situation. MOUZ have gone a lot this half. One flash, no utility baited. Late mid-take util starting to come through. And the contact. And if Satsu and Zelix, is that going to be enough, or will they cop huge damage, which they do from belly, just shooting dry through that smoke? Chrissy finding Satsu, but they don't see the second man, and Zelix has slipped the wickets straight through Red Room, and the other boys at main just need to slow things down and draw attention away from the flank, which is about to activate. It's free on the belly, but Zelix may want more. B-site members not yet rotating, and with 30 on the clock, oh, he hasn't seen him. That's crazy. That is crazy, belly. He's going to be hating that one, but at least there's still the double donut. Oh, if they can lock it in. Flashed off. Oh, everyone crossing across danger. Out of that one, Zelix almost given his life for free, and in comes those rotations. CT, fully dirty. They don't know how many could be there. They don't know who is where. And things getting incredibly awkward for EXILIUM to even think about going for the retake, but they've got to go soon. They've got to go now. A couple of kits in play, but it's the slay that they need. Oh, Joey falling. Vladik, if anyone can do it, it's this man. He's had a huge series so far, but it's too much to ask. First found, secondary, not pulled out. And MOUZ NXT get the comeback successfully, 2-1. They get it done, and they will survive in the lower bracket of EU main playoffs for ESEA League Season 53. What a series. What a bloody series that was. Absolute chaos on Ancient. A fake comeback, a real comeback, a masterclass on Nuke. Everything you could have asked for and more, we got a little bit of it, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad for the Latvians EXILIUM. They tried so hard. They played so well. And like first half of Ancient, I thought they had it. I thought they were going to knock out MOUZ NXT. Oh, but it just didn't get done. That's so unfortunate.